So in 5b, we're talking about what's called the arc length, which means the distance around the outside of an arc, and the sector area, which means the area of that shape. So you should have done formulas for this in year 8 and 9 for degrees. Basically what you do is 2 pi r is the circumference of a circle, and then the theta on 360 is just that fraction of a circle, right? And the same with area, pi r squared is the area of a circle, and so theta on 360 is the fraction of the area. In radians, if it's expressed in radians, we have 2 simple formulas. For arc length, it's just theta times r, and for area, it's half theta r squared. So we're going to do 2 problems of both, and then we'll get into some problem solving questions for you guys to have a go at. So firstly here, it's in degrees, which means we're going to be using these 2 formulas, right? So firstly, let's do the arc length. So the arc length is equal to theta divided by 360 times 2 pi times r, where r is the radius, and in this case the radius is 7. So that's what we'll type into our calculator. And to convert it to a decimal, we've got 12.21, which is 12.2. And in our book, were we given a unit for that one? Centimetres. So this is 7 centimetres, so our answer is in centimetres. So what that means is the distance from here to here around the outside of the shape is 12.2 centimetres. Okay, next for the area. The area is theta on 360, so again 100 on 360 multiplied by pi r squared. So in this case the radius is 7, so pi times 7 squared. So evaluate that, and we've got 42.76, which is rounds up 42.8 centimetres squared. Okay, notice how area is in centimetres squared, it's units squared, whereas arc length is just a distance in centimetres. Okay, over here we have radians. Alright, now it's shown to us as radians, it gives us 2 hints. Firstly, we've got C. Okay, so C means it's in terms of radii. And the other thing to look out for is if it's expressed in terms of pi, that means it's in radians as well. So some of those questions will pop up in the textbook. So firstly for arc length, the arc length then is just going to be theta times r. So in this case, 5 times 3, which is 15. Now the unit here is inches. We don't tend to use inches in Australia, but 15 inches. All right, then for area, we follow the formula. It is half theta r squared. So in this case, half of 5 times 3 squared. All right, so we can evaluate this any way you want, but I reckon 3 squared is going to be 9, 5 9s are 45, and then half of 45 is 22.5 inches squared, isn't it? So we'll put in squared. Very good. Okay, so here's what we're going to do for this exercise. There's a whole lot of questions for you to do that will develop your problem solving skills. Now you're invited to do them. However, I'm going to say as a bare minimum, let's do question 1 and 2. And then if you've done those, you can do some of your folio. They shouldn't take longer than 5 minutes, which means you can dedicate a fair bit of today's lesson time towards your folio task if you like, or you can just keep smashing out that arc length if you enjoy it. It's up to you. So 5b, you're invited to do all of them, but as a very bare minimum, do question 1 and 2.